Be adding 60 new players to my living world in the next couple of weeks. So how do you enforce rules consistently across that many people? Rules are important to me, but it's also important to understand what the rules are guiding us towards. And in the system I use, the rules are there to guide us towards story. A very important phrase you will see in the text a lot is "in a reasonable circumstance." So how does reason guide us? What this mechanically looks like is bonuses that are not set, but rather represented by rolled dice. And those dice can respond to external factors by increasing or decreasing in value. So if I'm supposed to roll a d4, but I am drunk and hanging off a chandelier, my dice will go from a d4 to nothing to a negative d4. Conversely, if I'm aided somehow in two different ways, my dice will go from a d4 to a d6 to a d8. So the rules want to create a structure of reason that allows for creativity. But then what are the consequences? What are the drawbacks? There are things like injury and reputation, where if word gets out about your actions, it will affect how people interact with you. And if something terrible happens in combat, you could be injured. Which also, in combat, everything happens at once. So if you choose to get in combat, you must be prepared to deal with the consequences. So what the rules enforce are a vulnerability of character that players want to creatively solve around. The rules want to enable players to pursue what they want and think creatively to get around problems, with the stakes being that there are consequences for failing.